As the title says, here's my account of a weird experience me and 3 friends had while visiting this abandoned hospital that was sort of well known in my hometown when I was in high school. To give a clearer context, the abandoned hospital was in the middle of an even bigger abandoned site, which was the old military neighborhood. The whole place was abandoned for a while, but basically all the location buildings, which were all identical, were all really well boarded up. However, the hospital itself was accessible through a few broken windows and such. We went there in the middle of the day in summer, broad daylight. It wasn't my first time there, and quite honestly, it was not scary at all. More like adventurous and really interesting to explore, take pictures, etc. I emphasize this aspect because after a few times there, I could tell you there was absolutely no sense of dread at all. It was really a nice place to chill, which might have made us a little too comfortable, I guess. Anyways, we toured the hospital together. We would split from time to time to explore some of the operation rooms and such. And we all regrouped in the center reception area at one point to hang out. The closer I was getting to the main central area, which was located near the biggest open window bay, I noticed that I can hear a repetitive knocking sound that echoed outside. The closer I got to the windows, the clearer the sound got. When we were all together and pretty much ready to leave, my friend also pointed out that he could hear what sounded to him like hammer strikes on a really constant beat. When he said that, I instantly recognized what I was hearing for the last 10 minutes or so. We got outside through the window bay, and the noise was even clearer and louder at this point. We were quite puzzled, as I said earlier. The whole neighborhood was abandoned, only our car to be seen all around. We got a little skittish at this point, and mainly didn't want to get caught there, since it was a restricted area after all. So we headed for the car, and when we turned the corner to the locative building in which we parked in front of, we all froze. There was a guy, hunched over or bent down at the very bottom of the exterior staircase, leading to what I assumed was the basement of the building. We could only see his back. The guy was wearing a clean-cut handyman overall with a leather tool belt, and he was hammering the bottom of the boarded-up door. When I saw him and locked eyes on his back, I felt an immense feeling of dread and general terror I rarely felt before. In broad daylight, mind you. We were all creeped out and looking at each other. Didn't say a word, just raced to the car and left. I know it might not sound like much, and nothing that happened couldn't be explained. But being there and seeing the weird scene was really something else. It's a feeling that's hard to explain to someone who wasn't there. But I still remember this vividly, more than I'd like to.